Not even my controller's on. A little bit late today, but late supper. What can you do about that? Gotta eat. There we go. This is gonna take a while. Oh, no. Boosted forward. Anyway, today's been a interesting day. An interesting day, rather. I have... Oh, shoot. I need to get rid of that. Give me a second. Okay, no more Discord pings. So I have Metroid Dread. And because I technically have an Elgato, which I've never used, I am going to try and stream Metroid Dread. I know everybody's and their mother is probably streaming that game. But I remember the main mission of this channel is to share games with people close to me, including my brother, and he might be interested in watching me play that, so I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. Assuming that the Elgato works. Also, I apologize if there's any additional background noises. It is a hot day. I have to turn my aircon on in order to survive. Whoops, wrong button.
My chieftain.
Just... Aloy.
As you wish.
I wondered if you thought... that if I'd never come along, Ourea might still...
If you'd never come along, I would have marched my kin to our deaths. Ourea would be alone. And the spirit she sacrificed so much for would be lost. Either way, I would not have been able to protect her.
She was willing to fight. I think... Look what she
Because of
accomplished.
her, we destroyed the cauldron, forced out the daemon, and saved the spirit. She understood what had to be done.
Yes. And I failed to listen.
You didn't fail.
A shaman should always have the ear of their chieftain. Yet I turned her away, my own sister. I was foolish, but she knew better. Though I grieve for her passing, at last I truly know who she was, and why the spirit was so important. For so long she told me, if only you could have heard it, brother. Now I understand.
Sorry.
There's something else, isn't there?
I can't stay here, Aratak. And where I'm going, Werak can't follow. Besides, it already had a chieftain before me. A strong one.
Hey, I am giving it back.
A wiser one, for the path we shared. The daemon is gone, but there's much to be done.
You mean the new units that Cyan said escaped the cauldron?
Yes, fire claws. Naltuk has been tracking them from Song's Edge.
I could help with those.
I have no doubt. You're practically Banuk.
Thanks.
It would seem your time among the Banuk wasn't a waste after all. Firebreak, Cyan, Hephaestus. All very interesting.
So, the signal that woke Hades woke Hephaestus too. And unleashed them on the world. His minds are their own.
So it seems. Parts of Gaia given life. Aberrant life. Transformed from docile subordinate functions into rebellious intelligences beyond our understanding. Our current understanding, anyway. Whatever they are, they're still out there. And they both want you dead.
Kind of mutual, that feeling.
We haven't
Oh.
seen the last of Hephaestus.
I thought, okay. I'm probably gonna miss some conversation bits from that.
I'm certain of that.
Oh.
It's powerful, creative, and driven. It won't stop building new hunter-killers, which means that someday we may have to stop it.
Hephaestus wasn't the only thing I learned about in the Cut Silence. Heard some things about the Banuk Conclave, too.
You could stop right there.
Is that what you told the hunters the Banuk sent after you? Before you opened fire?
Oh no, Aloy. Only to you do I extend the courtesy of a warning. My past and my secrets are my own. You do well to remember that.
It's a good thing you've got brains, Silence, because your personality could use some work.
This discussion is concluded.
I think it was over before it began. Catch up with you down the trail.
Don't want to be here. Kind of ruined. Wait, Thunderjaw. Okay. Out of the forge. Oh! Is that what I think it is? I hope not. Scanning the area, looking for... Yeah. Wait. Why do I care about improved ice rail? Yeah, it looks like that's where the big bear beasties that I struggle to fight are. So I'm going to keep that in mind. So it turns out I am not done with good old-fashioned... Oh, that was a mistake, wasn't it? I'm not done with the Frozen Wilds just yet. Oh well. Oh, I should teleport. But where do I teleport? I need to hunt resources. Now that I have these elemental stuff, I have like eaten through all of my main resources. Come on, why can't I just teleport here? Frustrating. Fine, I'll... Nope. Okay, let's just look at the quests. Main quest. Bitter Climb. Palace in the Sun Meridian. I could do that. Bandit Lair? Oh, that's the heap. Oh, that's the camp. Okay, no, there. Talk to Nil. Find Govan. Can't remember that. Oh, that's the prison. These are the escapees. Talana is Hunter's Lodge. Shrine of Kings. Oh, those are the people who have issues with the dead ones that they're mourning. Go to the watermill. That's the person who stole a thing. Stole a sword. Ancient Armory. Yeah, I know that one. Out of the Forge. Kill Fireclaws. Wait, Bandicaps. That should all be finished. Anyway. Okay. So, it seems like... I don't want to fight the Fireclaws immediately. I'll take my super weapon right now and do some side quests. Kind of want to do some stealthy stuff. Why not? Oh, other stuff that happened today. Sorry, I was so distracted with the game, I forgot that I was telling you that I had such a weird day. And I think tomorrow is going to be even worse. But I went to the dentist. The worst possible thing that could have happened. So I had some issues with my teeth, and they were solved, but it was not pleasant. I had to have the whole frozen face. What's it called? Numbing, local anesthesia. It's just it has been pretty painful, is all I can say. And I'm not going to go into detail beyond that. It's unnecessary. And yeah, and after the painkillers, I was so sleepy. I actually didn't know if I was even going to be streaming tonight because of it. Nice, back here, and let's just mark this as the quest that I want to complete.
Folks in the plane have no idea what it's like in Australia. They think we're living like savages.
Yeah, so if I find those longhorns, I'm definitely going to have to invest into hunting them down. With harvest arrows, no less. So, if those two
If I
are...
had right of rule, I'd have taken the town first. More slaves for digging up lightning boxes.
Then make your claim for it when the others get here. Won't be long now.
Just, need to check a few things.
Am I hearing things?
Come here. Into the grass so that... oh, shoot. Into the grass so I don't alert people. That's going to alert people. What noises? Well, they're not corrupted scrappers, so I don't think these are Shadow Carja with their mind control machines. Okay, so he didn't notice. The other dude. Pretty nifty, that. Problem is there are still so many people. It's gonna be difficult to thin the eggshell, I think. But when I do, this one's gonna be the next one. He has a path. I think he's gonna be the next one to go after. Fortunately, I don't have a death from above option.
Thought to myself.
Hey, I do. My bad. These people don't give me loot. Okay, hide in the bushes and let's... Okay, he gets pretty close to...
Bandits have a good defense. Better spot all their sentries before I look for the power cells.
Yeah, that one's definitely one I'm going to be wanting to go after. But I just don't know in what order. Here's my thinking. Go after the high ones first, because the chances of the people on the ground being able to see them is lower. Am I hidden here? Seems like it.
All this scrap. Dragged here from... who knows where and when.
I mean, I have some pretty powerful stealth armor now, so I might be fine. I'm gonna see where he goes. I want him to reach the pinnacle over there, turn around, and then I'll drop down and chase him down. Yeah, there's no one else. I wish this was nighttime. Actually, I think this will be fine. I kind of want to keep his body up here, so... Don't fall. So, this has gone well so far. Pretty sure this dude, his path goes the other side, so I may as well attack him from above while he's over there. Any other plan would be folly because the body might be seen and ruin my stealth. What's your path? Quite a complex one. Looks like there is a swing rope I can take to get behind him and take him out. In the meantime, hello, sand friend. Okay. I was a split second too late clicking that. And back to my normal spot. It's a little bit funny because I'm pretty sure doing the DLC in the order that I did, I was supposed to do the DLC after doing the next main story mission. I think I can get away with. No, not now. Wasted good healing. Wait for him to turn around.
To me! Let's take her down!
What? Oh, I could have climbed up here the entire time. I did not see that other one. I think I moved far enough then I deselected all my selections. Well, that's not going to happen again.
They're leaving.
Cool. See, this is why you need to do this at night.
It's not over till it's over.
Isn't that like a sports thing in America? It's not over till it's over. Well, it might not be specifically America, but certainly one I don't hear that often. Ah, they went up here before, that's why.
Nowadays out in the sun, they'll be more agreeable to
Thank you for monologuing. Hopefully no one else has a path that leads them up here. You kind of have a haphazard one. Neither of you two have one. Is there a way around here? Ugh, not really. Maybe? Ah. Hey, there's another dude up here as well. Ooh, I don't think anyone noticed that, so that's cool. Cool. Don't you dare. Kinda want him to be behind the thing. Like that! Nice! I am streaming, right? Yes, yes I am. Do I climb up here? Not really. Oh, I can though. How high can I go? Nice. Plotting and planning. Don't see any reason to be up here. Luckily she makes a noise when she gets off the ladder, so I know when she has. Unfortunately, I don't see where I'm supposed to go from here. Oh, no, don't fall. I was hoping that there was a path up. Ugh, I don't see any handholds. But then again, I am blind. Pretty much. That dude, if I kill that dude, I'm most definitely going to be seen. I don't see any handholds. I think the most likely course of action for me is to kill that dude as surreptitiously as possible. Hee hee. What happens if I climb now?
Too close.
Oh shoot!
There, a power cell.
Got another shot for you.
Whoa, wait. Oh, I was using the right one. Ooh! You know, I was in such a Warframes mindset that I was about to try and press 2, like shoot an arrow and press 2 to control it, as if I was playing as Ivara.
Tell me when you see something.
What was I supposed to do again? Must I kill everyone now? I feel like I may as well.
Something over there? I think we got us some infiltrators, gentlemen.
Hey, I like the echo.
Nothing there, idiot. You...
This feels satisfying, but same time unnecessary. Here's my plan for these last few fellows. Get within silent strike of someone and snipe the other head. Probably easier if I just...
You hear that?
And that's how you take care of those ones. Ooh. There should still be 2 over there, right? Right.
Probably going.
They're not moving. So, here's... I'm going to try and do the same thing I did. But from this side. Strike from above. Wait. Is it just you?
Okay, done. Now to Gotta get into the Scrapper's Run and find those weapon parts.
You'll get yours when the clan blows in. Town's good as torched.
I was... Oh, shoot. Was he saying that the town's gonna get blown up? I need to get back. Ugh, I was hoping to do a roll. Why are you all facing my direction? Jerks. I'll take...
Lots of scrappers probing. Hope they haven't stripped the parts already. The scrappers made that pile. Strange.
Hey, it's just the one.
Find something Petra can use. Fast.
No, 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 no. I'm gonna hide behind them and attack them one by one. I mean, they're just scrappers. It's not like they're the most dangerous things in the universe.
Oh.
But I still like to feel stealthy, at least. There's a lot of scrappers here. Okay, let's do the similar plan that I did before. Some of these animations just take forever to finish. That one's nice and quick, though. That must be a live scrapper, right? Death comes for all. I feel like I'm actually speaking a bit softer than usual. If I am, no, it's because of the dentist. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. This one's purple.
Back to Petra. I've been in the scrapyard long enough.
Exciting, 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 exciting. It is funny how powerful you are with stealth. I mean, okay, you can't kill every enemy, but there are some... With the damage upgrade, there's some that become pretty easy to kill after a single silent strike. I definitely want to try it out on some chickens. What are the chickens? The scream chickens. What are they called? You know what I'm talking about. The ostriches. The emus. I've forgotten completely what they're called. Who needs ramps when you can walk through the windows?
Just like that. That's too damn soft.
Hello!
Petra, I have the parts you wanted, but there are more bandits coming. The rest of their clan. They want to take the town.
Do they now? Hold this thing steady while I give it a voice. Then we'll let it talk terms for us.
Long legs.
Now take it up and brace yourself. don't press it against your hips if you ever want to use those for.
All right, I got it.
Okay, inventory, outfits, gorgeous silks. Actually, I want to check what. Wait, no, I got. Ah! I want to look at my mods. Well, I can kind of see them here. So I got one that does ranged resist, one that does melee resist. I wish I had another one of the special. Those special weaves. There might be a few more, but I just don't know where to get them. I might get some after killing the fire claws.
All I can do to hold it up. Come on, then, if you're coming.
Run this towards Dirt Town red, boys!
She's working well so far. Room for improvement on the gun. No complaints about the gunner.
Wait, how did they survive? Die! Whoa! Bombers! Why can't I kill you?
Anyone but a bandit clan would pull back now.
Come on, you bungheads! They only have one cannon!
I suck at this weapon. Okay! Woo! Forgot about you guys. Any more? Oh.
Gathering under the bridge, boys. Bring it down on him.
What? It's.
Whoa! Might have overdone it a little. Now I'm no.
What was that?
But I'd call that a rout.
Can I just not talk to you and take... Oh, I can't. They thought of everything.
Oh, my teeth hurt from all that.
That's interesting.
Goodness, I knows how that
A leather
feels.
strap to bite down on, perhaps. We'll give those wretches a sky burial. That's fancy talk for leaving them out for the birds. More than they'd have done for us if this thing didn't work.
If it didn't work, it could have not worked.
It isn't finished. That's why we're testing it. Now, you had your Nora toys to fight with. Saying goes, you can only trust metal. But my trust was placed well in you. You're owed, Aloy Machine Hunter. I won't forget it.
Yay!
Neither will I, Petra. Whoa. Still feel the lightning snap in my hair.
Lightning storm? Ah, doesn't matter which way. Oh, there's another mission here. Hello.
Are you looking for something?
Can't see hide nor hair of my friends. They went after a herd of behemoths, and now they're overdue.
Only seasoned hunters go after machines like that. Can't they handle themselves?
It's not them I'm worried about. We need special cables from those behemoths to keep our cannons firing. If they miss the herd, Petra will hand me my hide. I never should have agreed to that trade.
What trade did you agree to?
Petra assigned me and Baladja the task of getting cables from that herd. But Jorgris and Baladja are meant for each other. Like hammer and steel. They just don't realize it. So I agreed to trade duties with him to, you know, hurry things along.
Oh.
Didn't Baladja wonder why?
It was her idea. Now I'm worried it worked too well. If they're so busy snogging that they missed the herd, it'll be my skin on the line.
What if they're dead?
Why not explain what happened to Petra?
If you want to tell Petra, be my guest. Maybe she'll blow her top at you and tire herself out before she gets to me.
Where did you last see them?
Right here, before they left. Off they went, arguing the whole way.
What were they
Okay.
arguing about?
How best to follow the herd. Jorgris is good with a bow, but he could get lost in his own home. What have I done? I would run off in search of them, but since Jorgris took my place, I have his spot on guard duty.
I can look for your friends. Where have they gone?
North?
They were headed to the arch, northwest.
Hey!
Watch for the herd. I hope they've found their way there. If we miss that herd, we won't be able to keep our cannons firing. I'll throw myself into this fire if I've risked our freedom.
Let's keep that as a last resort. I'll do what I can.
There's plenty of work here.
Well, fine. Okay, so there's some campfires on the way. And some of you... Oh, that's not too... Okay, here it is. I'll grab the north campfire, hunt some antler dudes. Actually, I'll grab a few campfires, it seems. Wow, there's a lot of campfires! Okay. So there's that. There's also this mission up here, but I'll teleport there. I probably want to put my stealth armor back on. Never know what you're going to run into.
Going down fast.
I just know I'm definitely going to have to fight a behemoth. But I might have friends, so it'll be okay. I swear, if that behemoth loses its container, I'm going to be very upset. I have 1,060 Ridgewood. I don't need to collect any more of that. Rocks I don't need. I can actually use the treasure boxes. Ah, here's the campfire. Well, here's a campfire. No, it's the campfire. I should also look for something to ride. Wait. Is this a stalker? Nope, just a glitch. Oh, T-Rex. Don't know why I didn't notice that one. He's not gonna see me. I'm too good at this game. Yeah, that's why I'm... Oh, no. Well, that knows how to scare me. Is that a Ravager? Oh, okay. You know what? Might be easier to use the T-Rex to hunt. But I really want to use the harvest arrow on these things.
That's got their attention.
It's okay, sir. You're fine. I just want your chill water. That dude is making so much noise. It almost looks like if I hit him again, it will kill him. But I don't want to fight a Thunderjaw and a... Oh, you know what? You're getting too close for my liking. I'm sorry, sir. I have to do this. You have to fight for me. It is in your contract. That's annoying. No, I'm invisible. I'm invisible. You cannot see me. Okay, you get 6 from them. Oh, I thought I knocked your thingy off. Now I did. Get close, but let me... Oh, no, no, no. Okay, looks like we're doing this now. Oh boy.
Maybe. Your car too.
Cool. I can finally harvest chill water.
Now this
Oh.
thing's dangerous.
Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. I don't need that anymore. Ugh. I'm pretty sure the other chill horn... Oh, Ramsteins. I don't think there's going to be any more of those chill water people. Plus, I think I'm maximum capacity again. That's frustrating. Okay. No, I'll follow the path. Much to my chagrin, I'm not riding any special
Be done
animals.
soon enough.
Oh, and I think I can... Speaking of animals, I think I can sell all of my... animal skins and such, because there shouldn't be anything else that I need them for. Possibly. More hopefully, I'd say. Fine, I'll fight you.
Red light.
I'm not in stealth mode, so it's understandable. That one's gone. Oh, that one's dead too. Aye, they're all dead. I think I can actually sell almost all the lenses and hearts soon. Oh, this is the place where I got that metal flower surrounded by a bunch of annoying dudes. Okay, got the campfire, let's move on. Beasis? This will make traveling a bit easier. Yeah, just follow the path. And I'll even quick save because don't want to travel that path again. Okay, so there is another one, so I'll grab it and then travel across the land, searching far and wide. I'm drawing blanks in my memory as to what the lyrics go after that. Well, that's annoying. I'm focusing so much on the game that I can't even remember the lyrics to one of the most popular children's shows.
Wandering for hours. That's what I'm looking for.
That's because I couldn't concentrate.
Oh, I could have spoken.
You kept asking me questions. When did I start smithing? Had I ever seen the elevator at Meridian? If Caleb had been here, we'd have found the herd. I would have taken it down and we'd be halfway back to Freeheat.
You want to go back?
Where are they?
Fine. I don't even know why I'm here.
Oh, underneath the
Someone's
arch.
coming.
Are you Jagrees and Balaja? Caleb sent me to look for you.
He did? Now Petra must know we lost the herd.
No, I lost it.
I don't care who lost it. Just, why don't I track it down for you?
I couldn't let you do that. It was my responsibility, not yours or his.
We saw 3 behemoths and some shell walkers in the herd. Won't be easy alone.
Usually I say hunting alone will be quieter. The problem is, I don't... Wait.
I can sneak up on the herd better without... conversation?
Arguing, you mean? I'll go with you alone. Jagrees can ask his incessant questions to the wind.
Why did you even agree to the trade if you can't stand a minute of my presence? If you weren't...
Enough! Jagrees, Balaja asked you to switch with Caleb so she could spend time with you.
What?
And if I heard right, Jagrees led you off course so he could spend more time talking with you.
Really?
Now, you talk it out while I get those behemoth cables. Where did you last see the herd?
Oh, up on that ridge. And take some arrows with you.
Free arrows?
Thanks.
Hey, just 10 fire arrows, that's... You are so generous!
Got it.
Oh. Wait, did I not highlight? Okay, I did highlight the track. Wait. Is that it there? No, those are tramplers. And that's a skybox glitch? In my AAA game? Oh, down here.
Where did they go? They must have gone to follow the river.
Why do you keep...
I hear them now.
Oh. Okay, so here's the plan. Get close enough to at least one of them. One of the behemoths, at the very least. Ooh, if I'm going to do that, I may as well be wearing the right suit. To mind control it, and therefore... There's a lot of stuff. Okay. Whoopsies. Let's try that. And I'll go after this behemoth in the middle. Just don't see me, just don't see me. Well, he's seeing me, but too late. I shouldn't have joined into the combat so eagerly. I want those things to fall off. I also need to heal myself. Okay, superpower these ones.
Gonna need this.
Okay. So here's the issue now. I have one left. And I need to kill it without that much help. Grab as many resources as I can.
Full already.
Full on what? I'm full on mods. Get rid of all the greens. And the blues. And I probably should sort out some of the lesser stuff. Actually, I should check my outfits. 13, 13, 12. I don't think I have any stealth mods that are better than that. 11, 12. Yep. Both stealth mods go bye-bye. How's my Carja Silks going? 10 ranged attacks. I think I can find something better than that. 17 ranged attack and freeze. Stealth. Yeah. 17 ranged attack and freeze seems like a pretty good deal. I can also go for full-on melee resist. $17 and the freeze seems like a great deal to me. Yeah. I forgot resources. I need to get rid of a bunch of stuff. Ooh, I can craft. I can't craft much. Oh, shoot. A rare item of ancients of... Oh! Okay, so the lone sock is technically from the ancient people. That should hold me some space. So much damaged goods.
Hello?
Ooh, Echo Shell. Sorry. The game was rigged from the start. Sorry, mate. Hey, 56. Stop it. Cool. Hey, a nice handling coil.
Looking good.
Is Bessie anywhere near me? Yes. Oh, I have to go to Petra. But because I have the ability to teleport, I might actually want to go... You know what? There's 2 metal flowers, and I think these are the last 2 metal flowers, so I'm going to go there and do a few missions over here. So once Bessie arrives, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to travel south. Are you kidding me? I swear, like... You know what? Fine, I'll walk there. I can't be bothered. Maybe if I don't look at you and whistle, you'll... Yeah, I knew it. Teleportation mechanics. Just making sure this isn't the T-Rex Cove. Nope. Cool. Hopefully nothing gets in my way. Yes, I'm wearing the stealth suit. Brrr. That's the Teal'c. Heading down the cleft. Hey! No more sandstorm. I can see what I'm doing. Is that a songbird? I mean, stormbird. Ignore the other Bessies, Bessie. You have no business fraternizing with the enemy. Oh, shoot! I'm going the wrong way!
Not quick enough.
My Bessie is stronger than yours. Although I probably should heal it up. I can do that now. Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna try that out. Oh, you're not damaged. Never mind. It's a good thing I didn't decide to do that to the behemoth right from... Oh, shoot. Hey, cactus juice. Everyone loves to drink cactus juice, don't they?
The sun's coming up.
I missed night time, didn't I? See, that would have been a perfect time to, investigate a bandit camp. No, you leave my Bessie alone. Hello.
A lot of dead snowflakes. The Guntalk's attacking Lone Light. Might be passing through and needing to get the scrap.
Well, I found the answer to a question that I didn't even know needed asking. Okay, I'm in flower territory. What was that? Poem first. One more poem. The dust of many crumbled cities settles over us like a forgetful doze. Doze? Days? Doze? Okay. But we are older than those cities. We began as a mineral, we emerged into plant life, and into the animal state, and then into being human. And always have we forgotten our former states, except in early spring, when we slightly recall being green again. Okay. Let's head up to Little Lamplight, or whatever it's called. Hehe. I used you as a ledge. Oh, scannables!
About time you showed up. More Glen Hawks incoming.
Really? Okay. No! And you're down.
More coming!
Come on! This one's like a god! Oh, it's dead. I'll just let them die now, and... Oh, come on. I hate the sandstorm is back. There's like a few campfires here. Okay, that one's gotten... Is that it? Can I speak to Talana? First, some lore. The Banuk! I just learned about the Banuk. Ah, the sun shines golden on these times where one can experience the whole world without leaving the streets of Meridian. For the gates are thrown open and the world comes to us. And yet, as I walked among the markets, I heard a question on the air again. What to make of the Banuk? These stoic, silent, northern hunters, these men and women of the ice? Unfortunately, for my investigations, Banuk outlanders seldom remain in Meridian long. For exhaustive study, it is believed their cold blood does not take well in the heat. If I was to seek this knowledge, I would have to undergo the ordeal of taking up travel pack and quill, and journeying to their homeland, and so it came to be that I spent a miserable time living among the Banuk in frigid Banur. Though the Banuk speak of their territory in irreverent tones, put plainly, it is the most uncomfortable place in the world. There is beauty, soaring glaciers of jeweled hues, billows of steam that erupt from the earth, whirling auroras in skies above. Yes, yes. But the novelty quickly passes and the bone-freezing chill remains. It is a country of the moon, for in the day the sun is reduced to a needle's eye through the grey, and in the night the moon rises 4 times the width. There is no welcome, not in the land nor from its people. Though I lived among one of the Weraks, something like a group of families, but without the civility of a noble house, each member must prove that they possess the will to survive alone. They seek to always be challenged, whether at the jaws of a machine or simply in their daily existence. I try to explain my position, that a Carja faces a challenge, devises a solution, and then with challenge overcome, can live in contentment. This concept horrified them. It made clear that when I expected to sleep, I must dig out my own hollow in the snow for my tent. When I expected to eat, I must hunt food myself. I hid my disappointment. After all, I participated in a hunting trial or two in my time, and accepted. On the third morning, I was able to bring about down a rabbit, much like those seen in the plains, but with a downy snow coat. Upon presenting my prize to the Warwick, I received only blank stares until one indicated I must skin and prepare it. Reader, I will spare you the details. The experience nearly changed me to only eat maize bread forevermore. I had barely finished my gory portion before the Banuk set off on a machine hunt with their shaman, a man with machine binding sewn in his very skin. Perhaps another challenge to decency. He claimed to sense the machine spirits close by, and sure enough, the hunters and I followed tracks in the snow to a grazer herd. The Banuk made short work of them with their spears, and struck with a curious desire to prove myself. I threw myself into stripping a fallen machine for parts. Instead of praise for my initiative, I was subjected to shaman's cursing and wailing, and hauled back to camp by a sullen hunter. Eventually, she explained that the machine spirits must be thanked for the gift of a successful hunt before any parts are harvested. Truly, I was despairing of the shifting wilds of Banuk culture, and longed for the certainty of the sun's guidance. That night, mercifully, my companions and another Warwick gathered under a pitiless clear sky to exchange songs, their way of recording history. Some understand the glyphs, but choose not to use them, asking, "What is a song without voices?" By this point I knew better than to answer. My deeds warranted a whole verse in the song of my companions, but from what I could make out, much was lost in the translation. Still, there was laughter enough, and many promised to leave me a Banuk farewell mark for our time together. I parted ways with the Warwick not far from the High Bloom, and set about climbing back down the Dawn Sentinel, and with it sun-blessed civilization. As for the farewell marks, I saw no such thing when I packed my wetly frozen belongings. Another Banuk mystery, perhaps. And my advice to you, dear reader, is to let these people keep their mysteries to themselves. I thought being marked means just kept in the memory. At least, I don't know. When that person was talking about the lady who was, and her lover were doing that challenge, if they died, they would mark their attempt.
That seems to have taken care of them.
But more always come. The soldiers at Morning's Watch don't even bother to fight them anymore.
They must be attracted to the kills I saw upriver. I should go back, but if more attack here...
I'll watch the village. You go ahead.
I thought you wanted to do this together.
You don't need me to hold your hand.
Whoa, not that mission. Flower there. Oh, I have to go back to the thing. That's fine. I can rappel. Ooh. Is there a house here? Oh, it's the Morning's Watch thing. Well, before I head north, just want to get Bessie close enough. I shall scan the horizon for a flower. What's that? Oh, it's a fox. Hey, Bessie. I appreciate you following me, but you don't need to do it anymore. I got you as close as I wanted you. Perhaps I should use you. Oh, it's right there! It may indeed be fantasy when I essay to draw from all created things deep, heartfelt, inward joy that closely clings, and trace in leaves and flowers that round me lie lessons of love and earnest piety. Piety? So let it be, And if the wide world rings in mock of this belief, it brings, so will I, it brings. You know, the punctuation of this is weird. So will I build my altar in the fields, and the blue sky fretted dome shall be, and the sweet fragrance of that the wildflower yields shall be the incense that I yield to thee, the only God, and thou shalt not despise even me, the priest of this poor wretched sacrifice. I don't know.
What are you doing out here?
Anyway, that's it. That's all the collectibles. Right? Let me check again. I have every single machine. Yes. Oh, I'm still missing a vantage point. Every single frozen wild. Ugh. I am not going to be able to find every single data point. But I will say I'm impressed by the amount that I've gotten so far. Hey, 77%. 77% for frozen wilds as well. So that's a good sign. I just need to find someone to hand in the cups and the metal flowers now. Probably back in Meridian, anyway.
Trail.
So I'm going to end up with 800 HP. Yep, they're back. Oh, what did I run over? I'm sorry. I want to see what happens if I snipe these birds. What? It must have been armored. You know what I could have also done with those behemoths is use the
More Glinthawks.
corruption arrows. Come on. Oh, you don't need 3 arrows, but...
Gotcha!
Seriously? Maybe there's a, beacon.
There are snapmaw carcasses everywhere. No wonder the Glinthawks were drawn here.
Wait, drop down first.
Whoever did this must have left tracks from the blinds. Amateurs will leave easy tracks to follow.
Yeah, okay. Got the track, let's go.
Those blinds up there concentrate fire on a target. Makes it impossible to fight back. It's a cheat, and a wasteful one too.
I mean... I don't know. I suppose wasteful in the sense that you'd be destroying much of the stuff you want to harvest.
These must be the snapmaw hunters.
Yo, duties. Could you chill?
I'm here on behalf of the nearby village. Seems your kill zone is creating a Glinthawk problem for them.
Yeah, well, they're not the only people with problems. If we don't get enough snapmaw hearts to pay off a loan, we lose everything.
I probably have a few I can lend.
Follow.
I borrowed shards to buy seeds. The harvest went bust, and now they're coming for the debt. We could lose the farm, our home.
I'm sorry about that, but Glinthawks are attacking people because of what you're doing here.
Not my problem. None of us are leaving until I get what I came for.
Why don't I kill you? Well, you're making it easy for me to think to kill you, but I could just give you the hearts.
Us two, did you? You already have one? Now that's impressive. All right, then.
There, the heart you need. Now what about your promise?
A deal's a deal. And now I can pay off my debt. We won't be back.
Good. Keep it that way.
Aloy.
Ah!
Hello!
Congratulations are in order. I wanted to make sure you could handle yourself.
You were watching the whole time?
Of course. Tarkus, may the sunlight is passing, taught me many things. First of which was, a hawk never abandons their thrush.
Wait. Are you saying...
I'd like to sponsor you for membership. What do you say to hunting machines, winning trophies, and unseating Assis?
I'm up for all of that.
I'm in. I'll meet you back at the lodge as soon as I'm able.
Cool, that's another mission back at Meridian. Before I head back to Meridian. So I probably want to do this Honor the Fallen before I go back. What's here? Talk to Nil. Okay. Wait, oh, there he is.
It's so bittersweet. Like a smile for bloody teeth.
What's the matter? You look... disappointed.
Oh, the bandit clans are gone. I hear another turned back at the southern plains. Just at a sniff of the legend we carved.
That's what all this bloodshed was for. To end the bandit threat.
But now there's nothing left to kill. Unless... No.
I guess this is our last farewell.
After all we've been through, this isn't the place for that. There's a mesa south of Meridian with a view of the spear shafts. Meet me there.
Sure. But not now. I'm just gonna go around teleporting, doing missions. Wait. Oh, return to Petra. Yeah, I may as well now. If we're gonna be teleporting, completing missions, may as well include that. Good old-fashioned loading screens. What's the time? 8:30. I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming tonight. I am quite tired, and I actually do technically have homework that I'm a little bit worried about. I'll see how far I get.
You've got those behemoth cables, don't you? I knew you'd come through.
And Jagris and Baladia should be along. Eventually.
We've been expecting you ever since they came back. Whatever you did, it worked. Now they're off snogging in the shed.
Finally. She put me on guard duty for a month, so I'm glad it was worth it. Thank you.
No problem.
I see you survived their bickering.
Barely.
I could say they struggle in love because they're young, but the old rarely fare better. Thank you, Aloy, for enduring them.
Okay. Where to teleport now? I want to do... I'm just looking around. What was this? Oh, that's the lighthouse kind of thing. There was a Gavan mission there. Once again, I don't want to go back to Meridian until I have a whole bunch of missions to go back to. I think this will be the second to last thing I go to. So, here's my thinking. I travel to Gavan. No, I'll travel here. Yeah. Do this for the priest, dude. Then find Gavan. Then that will take me to the prison, I presume, where I'll be close enough to Nil to have a chat with him. It has to load in all the trees.
Peaceful day.
Always the ones you least
This must be the
expect
Shrine of
that cause you
Kings that
trouble.
Milan told me about.
Oh, here. Okay. What's going on here, sirs? Let me through. Fine, I'll just... Oh, okay.
You won't get in there. That dried up old
That was a
prune in the
massive
road
fly.
sees to that.
I can be persuasive. But what does an Oseram want with a Karja shrine anyway?
It reminds me of someone. Gone 2 years now. But what does a girl like you know of loss?
Try me.
I had a lover. Worked on monuments to their bastard king. Then he gave them a show in their sun ring for good measure. The Karja gave me back his broken bones, but what use are they? They won't build again. They won't make me smile.
And seeing a statue of the Mad Sun King will?
I need to see his work again. The marks his hands carved. The set of the metals they hammered. That's the soul of him. But that shriveled up old priest won't let me near it.
I'll see what I can do.
Turn away, child. The abiding Jahaman wishes to be alone in his retreat.
If you want to be alone, go someplace else. Others want to pray here.
Defile it, you mean? Yet another debasement of what was once pure. Truly, our tribe has lost the light.
Ugh,
Our
it's
king
one
is
of these
false,
people.
Our temple is corrupt, and our soldiers weak. The sun hastens across the sky for shame.
So the Karja have become impure? What does that even mean?
Is Meridian not meant for those who built it, who made it great? It was pure before Outlander squatters took it over.
You mean Meridian was pure when the outsiders were in cages or dying in your arena?
The sun is pure, child. It is not our place to question its divine will, only to act upon it.
I thought Avad taking the throne was the sun's will.
The boy dishonored his father, dishonored us all.
You
To kill the
bring
Sun
honor
King.
to us all.
What shadow, what twilight time he brought upon us.
And how many more would the Mad Sun King have killed if Avad hadn't stopped him?
The sun called for blood, There was no choice but to obey.
It's not calling anymore.
You called the temple corrupt, but aren't you one of its priests?
They call themselves sun priests, but they have no authority. Youths and sycophants all.
Look, I don't want to make any
Those who gave
comparisons
their
to
whole
modern world,
lives to
but
the sun's service are shamed and ignored.
So that's what this is. A tantrum? A cry for attention?
You know nothing of our rights, and yet you dare to insult me.
Why do you think your army is weak? Because you're not at war with everyone?
A Carja throne relying on forged dirt mercenaries? Preposterous. The so-called liberation was nothing but a purge. Our most blessed warriors, chased out of the city, exiled to Sunfall and the Forbidden West. Our tribe is torn. The ones who walked in light now go by shadow.
yet they call themselves
And
the
yet
Shadow
everyone but
Carja.
you seems happy they're gone. I'm done arguing with you. Stay or go, but I won't allow you to keep others away.
I am here by the will of the sun.
You don't believe in the throne, the priesthood, the army, or the city, so I guess you have no authority here.
I have the authority of the sun.
Then call it for help. No one else will listen.
There'll be a reckoning.
You'll back away from it.
Hello. Oh, I'll let you get to your statue.
There's a man who knows how to enjoy life.
Ah, that's the statue.
Can't get a wink of sleep. Above my bed from a Carja.
He gave them the best work he'd ever do. And look at it now.
They defaced it because they hated what it stood for.
They defaced a thing slaves like him lived and died for. Slaves they've already forgotten. Short-sighted bastards, the lot. If they thought their son set off this bridge, they'd jump after it. I thank you for honoring my wish.
I hope you can find peace.
I wouldn't know what to do with it, any more than the Carja do.
Sundown will change in time when it's been hammered out enough.
Okay, that is now me going back to Meridian. So let's find Gavan. Gavin.
The claim was never easy.
Had to take over my brother's shift today. Sure as the sun's rising, he's off quarantine. For King to appease the sun and remove corruption from the land.
Ah, one too many. Ah, one too many. Makes quite a bit, but I like the ice spear more. But practically speaking, it's not practical. It uses way too much chill water. Now I regret selling as much as I have. It's a specialty weapon, that's for sure. I mean, it literally is just a specialty weapon, but I can't use it for random fights. I have to choose my battles wisely with that one.
Never know when I might need these.
And I may as well stock up on healing while I'm out. Hey, there's a mission here as well. There's probably a few missions that I haven't gotten yet. I need to actually explore this map
If this
properly.
Gavan came through here, the inn seems like a good place to start asking.
Hello, sir.
Ah, the machine-riding Nora with a special spear. How lucky to come across you. I have a proposal. Come closer. Call me Fernand.
What do you do exactly?
I'm a trader of fine tinkerings. I buy low, sell high.
Oops,
I'm
sorry.
not buying or selling, so you're out of luck. Unless...
Well...
Sometimes I find tinkerings as well.
I see. Hey, Fernand. My eyes are up here.
I'm looking at your spear. It's magnificent, but how does it work?
You stick the pointy end into the machine.
Yes, but how does it turn foe into friend?
It's simple, really.
Yes?
You wouldn't understand. Okay,
What do you
Fernand,
want, sir?
What's your proposal?
During the reign of that idiot Carja King, Outlanders often hid items of value from raiders. Well, I found one.
What is it?
A relic from the old ones. You probably would understand it better than I do. Unfortunately, it's too high for me to reach.
Uh-huh, and you want me to get it for you?
What a brilliant plan! You're a much better climber than I am, to be sure. Get it, bring it back, and we'll split the proceeds.
How about I see what it is first?
That works too.
Let's say I'm interested. What do I need to do?
The relic rests on the rise of Dusk Mesa. Bring it to me at the Meridian docks, and we'll both profit.
We'll see about that.
Oops. Well, great. And who are you?
Leave me alone, girl. Can't you see I'm searching the water?
Okay, what's wrong? Has someone fallen in?
No. Have you seen a girl of about 17 and... I can't even say it.
Are you afraid she jumped to her death?
I don't know. Elida. My only daughter. She's gone.
Who else is searching for her?
I demanded the guards look for her, but I can't put my hope in them. They say girls run off all the time at this age. Not my Elida. I've reached out to her friends, but they say they haven't seen her in weeks. Weeks! How could I not know?
Yeah, how could you not?
I've searched everywhere, and then I thought maybe she might be here, in the water. By the sun!
Where did you last see her?
Just last night, in the house.
Oh, okay, so he...
Better.
Was she ill?
It was just her friends that they hadn't seen.
Sad. So I was pleased when she wanted to go out in the garden. That's the last I saw of her.
Has she done or said anything unusual?
She's been like a different person. She used to be such a happy girl, playing in the dirt with the boys.
What changed?
I don't know. She disagrees with me about everything. Hates the ceasefire. Thinks we never should have fought the war to begin with. It's been a month since I've seen her smile. She spends so much time in her room. I should have paid more attention.
Did something happen during the war that upset her?
The war upset us all. The cruelty of the mad Sun King. The blood on the streets. When Edamon's men fled, they stormed through here. There's a ceasefire now, of course, but Elida broods about it more than ever. It bothers her that our people are so divided.
I'm a good tracker. I could look for her. Where did you last see her?
By the garden? Yes.
Please, maybe you'll find something I missed.
I'll do my best.
May the sun light your way.
So many missions here.
The machines grow more bloodthirsty every day.
Won't cost you a shard just to look.
Pass up these goods.
I barely turn a profit even in the best of times, especially since I usually hand out what I can to those in need.
Ooh, that's
Would
nice.
you care for some fruit? Better enjoy it before
Fruit?
someone runs off with the rest of it.
Has someone been stealing from you?
Yes, almost every night. Not enough to force me to close shop, but definitely enough to hurt.
Have you found any sign of the thief?
Just a couple of old rinds near the storehouse. Not much to go on.
Yeah, enough for a focus.
Is there anyone you suspect?
The poor?
I've known most people here since childhood. None of them strike me as a food thief. You want to talk about other vices, however?
Why haven't the guards looked into it?
The gods blame the wildlife, but I doubt they believe it. I guess they have more to worry about than a woman and her livelihood.
I know how to track. I could look for the thief.
Really? Thank you. You could start in my storehouse by the river. Someone must be desperate to steal rather than just ask me.
Maybe it's
I'll see
Gavan.
what I can find.
I mean, could it be possible that, No, I don't think it's possible. Okay. Garden first. Maybe. If it's a track, then no. If it's not a track and it's a different type of clue, then yes. Hi, sirs and madams.
Looks like Alita left a few things behind. What's in this bottle?
Poison.
Ugh, it smells like ash or rotten eggs. Better pour that out.
Sulfur? Something to loot? Nope. Not a clue, that's for sure.
I guess she was doing some gardening.
She buried a body. Or she's been buried.
Something buried. No, something dug up. It must have left a trail.
Are you kidding me? Fine.
Flower petals. Why would she take flowers from her own garden?
Did you find anything in the garden?
Yes.
Nothing definite yet. I'll let you know.
Don't forget to stock up before you
I like that the trail literally puts you past him.
Take a look at these wares.
So, they went into the lake, it seems.
Come take a look. I'll give you a good price.
For you, I have special deal. Hey, something behind here. I was hoping you'll be healing stuff. Woo, don't want to be here. Want to be on the other side.
The petals end here, at the water. Could her father have been right, but at the wrong place?
No, she traveled by boat somewhere. Wait, oh, there's still something to do here. Can I go in?
Ropes. To tie up a boat that isn't here. Maybe she took the boat to that island over there. Looks like I'm in for a long swim.
Well, I can't be bothered to do that. Okay, fine. I'll do that now. There's literally no difference between the type of, like... Is this faster? Is this faster? I can't tell. It is both incredibly slow. I presume freestyle is faster than breaststroke. Nice palm trees. Oh, it's quite a beautiful sight.
Save these for the trail.
There's the boat.
This looks promising.
Ooh.
Is that you?
I'll decide what's safe and not safe for me.
Might need that.
So, what's the deal? Who you in love with? Romeo?
Who are you? How did you learn to fight like that? What are you even doing here?
Maybe you can start by answering a few of my questions. Why did you bring flowers here?
No real reason. I'm trying to make this a place for us. For all of us.
Who's us? Is there someone else here?
No. No. I was going to surprise my friends with what I made. There's no one else here, obviously.
What are you doing on this island?
I come here to be alone.
Do you know your father fears you're dead?
I'm surprised he even noticed I was gone.
He has the whole village looking for you. He's worried.
The snap maw kept me. You took care of it, so thank you. I should be fine now.
Let's go back to the village together.
I need to finish planting my garden. Just a little more time. I'll be fine, I promise.
You know, I think I'll take a little more time too. To look around.
You don't need to do that.
I really do.
Oh, sulfur. Okay, maybe it was wine. Bottles. I don't see anything to scan. Oh.
Rolls. 2 of them. And a set of cups. She must not have been alone here. Looks like Alita has a friend.
Ew.
Alita, if you came here to be alone, why are there 2 bedrolls? And don't lie to me this time.
By the sun, I don't know where he is.
Who?
A Thrall. He lights a fire signal when it's safe to meet him, but he's not here.
Who's a Thrall?
A friend I've known since childhood. I'd be planting in the garden and he'd dump worms down my back. I hated that. But the last few months we'd meet here and everything was different. We talked for hours. He helped me plant that garden. I couldn't wait to see him again. It's like I'm dead and only come alive when I'm here with him. Do you know what that's like?
I can't say that I do. Well then, how did you 2 arrange to meet here?
We came here as kids. After he left, I would come back sometimes. One day, I surprised him here. He smiled from ear to ear. We sat and played like we had as kids, but war had changed him. Changed us both. We weren't kids anymore. We started meeting in secret. He'd light a fire to signal it was safe for him to leave his post at the Citadel, but last night...
He didn't come?
I've been waiting all night and all day. I haven't seen anyone but you.
Why keep this all secret?
Thrall is a soldier for the Carja in Shadow, stationed at the outpost across the lake. It's treason for us to even meet. How could I tell my father? How could I tell anyone?
Enough of this. You have to go back.
Please, if you came all this way, will you look for a Thrall? He lit the fire on the island not far from here. If I go, he could be killed. We could break the ceasefire, but Anora wouldn't. I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I'm so sorry.
I'll find him if I can, as long as you go home to your father.
I will. Please come find me there. I can't sleep. I can't breathe knowing a Thrall could be out there, hurting.
Fine. Because I'm feeling a little bit anxious about this homework that I need to do. Hello, free watcher. I'm going to do this mission and then be done with it. Well, be not done with it, but done for today. And once again, slow swim. I mean, I know there's campfires on the other side that I already have unlocked, but there's none particularly close to this place. You know, the sound of water splashing is really relaxing. Goodbye, sun. Or good night, rather. I suppose if you send signal fires, people might get suspicious that you're a spy.
Fire. Looks like some sort of scuffle, ending with someone being dragged away.
Hey. Bunny! Bye, Bun.
Hey! Speak up or I'll cut off your other finger. Who were you signaling?
Yep. Knew it.
That must be a troll.
Sick of hearing him scream.
Quite a
Wanna
few
hear him
guards there.
talk.
Maybe there's another way in.
Another way in is up. Is there something to climb? Yes. And it's nighttime, so just in time.
But when we retake Meridian, they'll call us master and master.
Wait, Silent Strike? Who? Oh, there's literally a dude right there.
Never seen a man take a beating like that. He still won't talk. Nothing good comes from this place. Get the girl.
I'm itching to fight again. Standing around is not what I signed up for.
What are you gonna do when we take back Meridian?
Nah, that sucks.
Only a little brush. Get up!
I mean, if they keep coming upstairs and like that, it's easy money.
Climbing above us. She's taking the high ground.
Of course I did. Well, that wasn't too bad. Wish it could have been done sneakier. But I wasn't paying attention to where those dudes could see me and not see me. Oh, he's upstairs. Luckily there was no, like, heavy-duty people I had to kill. Yet. You still alive, dude?
Are you a troll? Elita sent me.
Alita? I was gonna ask her to leave with me. To go into the Outlands. Somewhere out in the sun where no shadow could reach us. But we wouldn't have made it. They would have followed me. I know now. Alita, tell her they never learned about our island.
No.
She's safe.
Did I mess up?
Give her this. Tell her it's worth it.
I just don't know.
A troll? Poor troll. And poor Alita.
Hmm. Well, hand in this quest and finish up. Well, it's a bit of a sad way to end this one.
If this Gavan came through here, the inn seems like a good place to start.
Whatever. I'll deal with Gavan and stuff tomorrow. Actually, no. Well, I might play Warframe tomorrow with my sisters, given that she took today off.
It's not what I imagined when I was a boy, but it's decent work, keeping the city safe.
Sorry, Alita.
Don't say it. I know he's gone.
Oh, okay.
The Shadow Carja found him. But you should know, he never betrayed you. He wanted you to have this key.
It's a key that Balaki gave me. He said our lives were locked together. Thank you for bringing it back. For all you did for us.
He said it was worth it. All of it. Are you all right?
No. I will be soon.
Are you saying what I think you're saying? Elita, no. Look at me.
Yeah, I never know what to say in this case. I mean, it is...
Look at me. I can't imagine how you're feeling. But you don't have to go it alone. Your father was crushed when he thought you were dead.
Crushed?
Yeah, I was about to say, crushed is like
Treats me like a
awful
perfect doll.
word.
His prized possession. No. With the Troll gone, I'm all alone. It isn't worth it.
Wait, Elita. I was wrong about what a troll said. He didn't say it was worth it. He said it is worth it. All of it. Our losses can feel overwhelming. But they remind us of our connections to others. To a troll. Even to your father.
You keep making this about her
would have
dad.
wanted you to remember that and go on. I know it. Now will you?
I'll try.
Please, let me get your father. Will you talk to him?
I guess.
Wait, so she went all the way back to the house and no one fetched... Oh. No, they did.
I should have given you a token for your kindness in finding Alita. Is something wrong?
Be with
Elita
her.
Needs you to listen. Right now. Go to the garden, quickly.
I will. At once.
Okay. Hopefully that dude is not going to be complete and utter moron. Listen to his daughter. Pay attention. Anyway, this is the end of today's stream. Thank you, anybody and everyone who's been watching. I hope you enjoyed. It is fun doing streaming, and this game is great. Next week, I might try playing Metroid Dread, but that is a game I would think to, I don't know, play in, not in spurts, but more in one go? I don't know. Anywho, this is fun, but I need to get some weight off of my chest with this, work. I guess, homework.